Hey everyone, what's going on? Beautiful sky today, and right now I was just on a run, one of the longest runs that I've done, and I haven't even done much running recently, so I want to share this sort of experience with you, and that I think there's something to learn when we go through some sort of gauntlet challenge, something that's difficult, some sort of like test. It's almost like a rite of passage. Not only that, but I find that when we go on to these challenges, when we push ourselves past our boundaries, our limits, we find that we can actually go a bit further than we initially thought. And that's something really interesting, because I think that when we're stuck in the same spot for a while, when we stay in our comfort zone, when we stay with things that we're used to doing, sort of routine and monotonous thing, that hinders our growth, that hinders our development and our learning that could be had. And so I want to remind you to get out here. It doesn't have to be a run. It could be like a long meditation, be like an hour-long meditation, like the longest you've ever done. Or, just like trying to do the most push-ups you can and going past your the spot where you're usually tired and really going past that. It could be just praying. Or, it could be a whole bunch of different things. Staying outside, for a night. Or just sitting in the cold, seeing if your body can adapt to it well. All these type of challenges, there's some sort of learning, sort of lesson that we can gain from them. And so I want to just remind you in this little quick video to get out there and just push yourself. Push yourself beyond what you think is possible. And at that point, you'll find out that you can go just a bit further. And I just read some book for school actually, but it was really interesting. It was about suffering and how suffering is an interesting thing, something that we are scared of, right? Something that we sometimes fear even. But at those periods of suffering are the times where we find truths. And that's such an incredible thing to know, because we don't often like to go into suffering head on. We're trying to avoid it usually in life. That's the modern way of living, right? We amass all this wealth, we amass all this comforts to make life easier for ourselves. Have a bigger house, nicer cars, we can get to places we don't have to walk, eat nicer foods, we don't have to even get people to make your food or something, so you don't have to make it yourself, you don't have to put in work. And we have all these comforts. And that's a problem with the modern day. We avoid challenging ourselves and going and pushing ourselves, So that's just a quick food for thought in this little video to remind you to push yourself, whatever that may be, whatever that might look like for yourself. But I just encourage you to do it. And when you do it, I want you to comment down below what you did and what you learned from it. I think that'll be interesting to see and interesting to hear from you all. But right now, I'm going to finish off my run and see how that goes. I'm really going to be pushing myself through, when I usually quit. I'm going to push myself beyond that and see what happens. But that's it from me for today. Hope you enjoyed, and go outside and challenge yourself.